Welcome everybody to the Unapologetic Truth, the channel where we speak the truth and don't apologize for it. Why? Because the truth never apologizes. Alright, today we're going to get back to part 2 of our video. The Matrix is now our reality. Alright, so let's recap. The last video I introduced you to the metaverse. We went through how the metaverse it's the same it's the same thing as the Matrix. Right? We briefly went through how you'll be able to buy land, you'll be able to rent apartments, build houses, businesses, but we didn't go deep into how these things will happen. So let's go deep. Alright? We're gonna start with this clip right here.
Well, first just to signal the
he's gonna tell you, give you a brief about the metaverse and what it's gonna entail. So listen up to what he's gotta say, and let's get it cracking.
Direction we want to head as a company. Facebook has for many years now been in the business of finding new ways to help connect people and bring them closer together. That's the family, that's the coworkers, that's the music concert, that's the sports team. And we're also trying to always see which technological trends are propelling that forward. The most interesting one we see is the trend towards moving beyond screens. You've seen VR now is a thing. We have incredible new experiences starting to be made in virtual reality where there's fitness apps, there's apps where you have families can get together and play a game together. You can explore an architectural site that's
this video clip that he's showing. We're gonna get to that video clip and then we're gonna talk about that video clip a little bit. For what they're trying to do, it's really kind of scary because what y'all don't realize is they're gonna get everyone to basically live in this metaverse. They want you to forget about the real reality and make the metaverse your new reality. You're gonna see why as we go along with the video. But there's multiple plans stemming off of this metaverse, right? First plan stemming off this metaverse is making trillions and trillions of dollars. That's what they're gonna be making. Trillions of dollars. A lot of the people that do participate in the metaverse, if you have the money buying land and stuff like that, the land is considered NFTs, considered a collectible, rare. So once you get it and you build on that land, it's like the real world, the equity and the value of the land builds up and the equity of the house builds up, right? So the more money is worth. Alright, the second part of the plan is to keep everyone on the inside, not outside, on the inside. Which brings me to the third part of the plan. The elite, while you and your family busy in this metaverse, because a lot of you gonna be busy in this metaverse, believe me, a lot of you gonna get captured and get mesmerized by the things that it does, because it's gonna be doing a lot of things. Like you can go from one metaverse to another metaverse. You can build a car in one metaverse and then drive that car into another metaverse and drive it around in that metaverse. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all gonna get mesmerized by these things, and your kids gonna be wanting to get into these type of technology. And let's just say you're gonna be stuck. Put it that way. Like I told you in the last video, I watched the movie. Me and my wife watched the movie. I think it was like sometime last year, like towards the beginning of the year, where people were stuck in this virtual world. But when it first came on, you didn't know they was in this virtual world. You thought that was the actual reality. But then when the camera actually panned out, then you seen people sitting at home, being in this basically metaverse for years. They haven't been outside in years. They haven't stepped foot up. They work in this metaverse. They do everything in this metaverse. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to go nowhere. They do everything in this metaverse. So they ain't been nowhere in years. This is what's gonna happen now. Remember, if you study these type of things, you will know that they put these little scenarios in movies and uh, TV shows and commercials and stuff like that to let you know what's going to happen in the future, right? So, especially The Simpsons. But I'm babbling. Let's get back to the clip. But I have a lot to say on this because I've studied this for a long time, so I know the ins and out about what's going on with this. So let's get back to the clip.
Under construction, if you're an architect, you're starting to see the very beginnings of what we believe is a very important trend in the future of computing that again will play out over the next 10 to 15 years. We want to signal that that's the direction the company is headed in partnership with the industry, because we believe that the most important thing we can do is contribute to the experiences where people are connecting together inside of this new computing context.
Is the name change and a pivot towards the metaverse, is that enough to rehabilitate Facebook's public image?
Well, we certainly believe that this is an important part of what kind of products are going to be relevant in the future. I mean,
and Facebook just the forefront. One of the people's in the forefront. They're not the only company that's making the metaverse. There's other major Fortune 500 companies spending millions and millions of dollars building their own metaverse. Remember what I told you? You can build a car in one metaverse and drive it into another metaverse and drive it around. All right.
The important thing we've been talking about recently is just our huge investment in safety. We've committed $5 billion in 2021 to invest on our platforms and helping to keep people safe.
5 billion, my bad. I said million, but he said billions.
Safe and secure. We have 40,000 people working on that full time in over 70 plus different languages all around the world, helping to understand to make the safest possible version of our products. All of those commitments are going to carry forward to the stuff that we build.
Right. So, as we see, they're doing a lot of things with this metaverse, right? So they're going to make it to where you don't have to do anything. We're going to get into that. We're about to get into that right now. So, let's find out. Let's do this. Let's find out together. Alright? Alright, so now, start this one over now.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear.
Watch this. This is gonna blow your mind. This is gonna blow your mind. Look, he says he's gotta find something to wear. Now watch what happens. Watch what he does. This is just, I don't know, technology. Look, I'm gonna be 39 coming in like a couple of weeks from now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be 39, right? So I've seen a lot with technology, how it advanced from the first computers to the beepers, from the beepers to the cell phones, from the touch tone cell phones to the touchscreen cell phones and so on and so forth. Now the metaverse. You see what I'm saying? So I've seen a lot of changes with these technologies. This right here by far takes the cake. This right here, it blows my mind every time I see something like this. Crazy.
All right, perfect.
Boy.
Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi. What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating in space? Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a crater I met in LA.
This place is amazing.
Boz, is that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
Whoa.
I knew you were bluffing.
Hey, wait. Where is Naomi?
Let's call her.
Naomi.
Hey, should we deal you in?
Sorry, I'm running late, but you've got to see what we're checking out. There's an artist going around Soho hiding AR pieces for people to find.
3D street art? That's cool.
3D street art. They all in this metaverse world, meeting up together, playing games. It's just if you know about this truth and your kids see this, your kids gonna want to play these things, and they're gonna be stuck. You think they stuck playing PS5 and stuff like that? No, they're gonna be stuck in this metaverse. It's dangerous on all levels. First of all, it's dangerous because you're gonna be occupied while the elite is rolling on with their plans. This how they gonna control you. They know where you at all times. They know when you in the metaverse. They know when you're not. So that's dangerous in itself. Now, it's also dangerous because you have children is going to be playing in this metaverse. Children. There are no safeguards when it comes to children in this metaverse. You will have people like pedophiles and people who prey on children in this metaverse. Now, there's no way to track your children like you can track them on the internet. There's no parental control or nothing. So that's very dangerous in itself. Do you see where I'm leading you? While you're stuck in the metaverse, the elite plan is moving along because they can control you. This is a control mechanism. Alright, let's get going with the clip.
Send that link over so we can all look at it. This is stunning.
Okay, that is something.
That's awesome.
I love the movement.
Wait, it's disappearing.
This is amazing.
So the 3D art came from outside that was on the wall into that metaverse where they are.
Hold on. I'll tip the artist and they'll extend it.
Wow. Brilliant.
If you guys like it here, I have another room that you're gonna love. Check out this forest room.
Huh, let's see it.
Koi fish that fly? That's new.
This is wild. Hey, one sec, Boz. It's Priscilla.
Hey, you have to see this. Beast is going crazy.
Oh, I love that guy. We've got to show that to the kids. Can you also send that to my dad?
I'll message him.
All right, see you at home. This place is great, Boz, but there's something I gotta get back to. Alright, so that's a glimpse of a few ways that we're gonna be able to get together and socialize in the metaverse.
So, Facebook is going to transition into that. Instead of you being on her typing on your computer saying hi to your friends or family members, guess what you're going to be? You're going to have an Oculus, because you remember back in 2014, Facebook bought out Oculus, the virtual reality headset. So instead of typing, guess what? You're going to be in this headset, in this metaverse. So it's like you talking to your family members and friends face to face, but you all from across the country. You're going to be able to travel to different places from your own home. Go to Jamaica from your own home. I'm saying this because, and I'm putting it in this way because I'm showing you how you're going to be stuck. If you're not awake, if you're not in tune with reality, you're going to be stuck. Nothing else you'll be able to do, because you'll be stuck in this metaverse. Alright, now let's get to the next clip. This next clip is from Decentraland. Decentraland, see, remember I told you there's more than one company that's out here building their own metaverse. We already talked about the Sandbox in the last video. We already talked about the Sandbox. We already talked about Gala. Those other two companies that's making their own metaverses. And then now we know that Facebook is making its own metaverse. Now we're talking about Decentraland, right? Decentraland basically is a company. They're building their own metaverse, and guess what? It's gonna be something similar to Facebook, right? Check this out. Let's get this going. Check this out. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I want you to just see this. I'm gonna let this clip play all the way through, and then once I let it play all the way through, we're gonna talk about it.
Look, I know you want to make a difference somehow, but this is a big deal.
I want to make decisions that have an impact.
Well, after the ad is over, then we're gonna I'm gonna sit back and let it play. So let's do this. Here we go. Another ad. That's why I don't like YouTube. Alright, let's go. Here we go.
It's best described as a virtual social world. It's the first fully decentralized virtual world, and it's based on the Ethereum blockchain. When we say it's a virtual social world, what we mean is that users from the physical world can go in, they can create an avatar, they can explore land, experiences, they can attend events. The fact that it is decentralized means that the people who use Decentraland own Decentraland, they govern it. We have a decentralized autonomous organization in which people can submit proposals and vote on proposals submitted by others, and this effectively determines the future direction.
I'm sorry, I said I was going to play through, but this is it has a government body. It has a government body in this metaverse. This is crazy. It is beyond crazy.
Of Decentraland. A lot mainstream attention on the metaverse. And one of the big things that has come up is, oh, have I already missed the boat because because land prices in various virtual worlds are expensive, and so I can't really contribute or participate, which is not the case. For a creator to be able to go in and contribute to either a piece of land or put wearables or their products on the marketplace, that's still an opportunity. I think you'll see rentals happening. You'll see, let's say, subdivision of land. The early landowners, the early investors, will want to have content added to their property in order to not only increase the value, but because they have a vested interest in the virtual worlds in which they've purchased the land, they'll want to have that content and those experiences on the land because it brings in people to the virtual world and it just enriches the experience.
Subdivision plots of land. Buying land, which is very expensive. The most expensive land that was bought was in the Sandbox and was worth $1.2 million. Just because it's right next door to Snoop Dogg's land. Yes, they paid Snoop Dogg to promote the Sandbox. They did. Alright? So as we see, you're going to be able to buy land, you'll be able to build houses, rent apartments, build bars, casinos, the list goes on and on. So you're going to be in this metaverse because you're going to sit back and be like, dang, I need to make money, and that's where you're going to be making your money. So that's where you're going to be. You're going to be stuck. I can't stress that enough. You're going to be stuck. Alright, now let's get to this last clip. Then we're going to get up out of here, you know. We're going to pay some bills and get up out of here. So let's see. Listen to this. I'm going to do it again. I'm not going to say anything. Unless I really hear something that's crazy, then, I got to pause it. But I ain't going to say nothing until this clip is over. You have to watch this. This is beyond crazy.
Hello.
At the end of 2020, I met...
Let's go back.
Hello.
At the end of 2020, I met Vishal Punwani to learn about Sophia, a digital office that grew out of the sudden shift to remote work. Employees represented by avatars populate the virtual halls, bumping into...
I'm sorry. Remember I told you that you're going to be able to work in this metaverse and make your paycheck, your weekly paycheck or your two-week paycheck? I really meant that. I was not pulling your leg. I really meant that. Watch this.
To each other for spontaneous conversations, as they would in a traditional workplace. A lot has happened in the remote workspace since then, and Vishal is even more optimistic about 2022.
I think things will just continue to get better and better for people.
That's Vishal in real life, IRL as the kids say. His original avatar has evolved, and he now roams around the platform dressed as Batman, something you probably shouldn't try at your physical job.
I mean, you could, but it probably wouldn't go over very well.
The office had a makeover too.
There are palm trees, there are tiki boards.
With lots of added features and functions.
Sitting, surprisingly, was one of the most requested features.
And the name has been changed from Sophia to SoWork. In a way, the pandemic gave workers a lot of freedom. No longer tied to physical offices, they could control their schedule and make their home wherever they want. Many, like Vishal, have left big cities and have no interest in going back to crowds, commutes, and the constraints of 9 to 5.
Yeah, I moved to a place that has chickens. I can't leave the chickens.
Workers, especially millennials and Gen Z, he says, are happier in the metaverse. And happy workers are productive workers, which is why he thinks more companies need to move from the earth to the cloud. For one thing, they'd no longer need to maintain a physical office space in a major city. That's a cost savings. It also opens up the candidate pool.
I'm in Sydney right now.
Allowing companies to attract the best talent from anywhere. But Vishal says one of the biggest benefits is environmental. More companies in the metaverse means fewer cars commuting and smaller carbon footprints. He's onto something because SoWork is expanding. They've more than doubled their staff and have had almost 200 companies move in since opening to the public in December, including some big companies like Tinder. And that's just the start.
We want to make sure that every company in the US at least has an HQ, a presence in the metaverse within 2 years. So that's really our goal. That's our North Star.
Surrounded by virtual holiday decorations and dressed as superheroes, it may seem like all play and no work.
We're launching our first community.
But this is the marvel of the metaverse. Workers can collaborate, create, build a corporate culture, and then leave their digital desks to socialize, all without having to put on shoes or a cape, unless they want to.
Those connections will flourish.
Wow. Now, that's crazy. Right? So, they said a lot. Where should we begin? Oh, I know where we should begin. They said they were more happier in the metaverse than in reality. They're more happier in the metaverse than reality. You heard? Did you hear what I just said? They're more happier in the metaverse than reality. You're gonna be stuck. You're going to be stuck. If you're not awake, you and your family, friends, is going to be stuck. Let's get to some more points. She also said that other companies have moved in. So basically this guy that you was looking at, he owned this metaverse here and he's selling office spaces in that metaverse. So other companies has moved in. He's making his money. Including, I know you know what this is. Everybody know what this is because it's all over commercials, all over TV. Including Tinder. We all know Tinder is a dating site. So the dating sites is going to move into the metaverse. So you're going to be able to meet your match somewhat face to face. Which is really not face to face because you still don't know what the person looked like. If you see the pictures here, of course, but I mean, when you in the metaverse, you seeing just the avatar. Could be fake pictures they got up there. You don't know. What kind of safeguards they have for that? But the main point is you're gonna be stuck. While you being stuck in the metaverse, guess what? They can call for martial law. They can come and take all your weapons. They can do whatever they want to do. They can pass laws against you, and you have no clue because guess what? You're not in reality. You in the metaverse. I don't know what else to say about that. You make the judgment. Tell me what you think below about what's going on, and if you think that the elite will use the metaverse thing to control people, to keep them contained while they roll out their plan. Do you think that's going to happen, or do you think there's just something they're just making for everybody to have fun? You let me know. I don't know. With that being said, don't forget to like the video. If you like the content, like the video. It's free. Also subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. I see a lot of people that watch the video, they have not subscribed. Subscribe to the channel, man. Help support the channel grow, man. You want this information to get out there. One of the only channels out here pushing this truth telling you about all the agendas the elite trying to push out on the people. If you want this to get to a wider audience, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. The more you share it, the more people will see it, the more people subscribe. The more this channel will grow, the more this channel will grow, the more people will watch. The more people will wake up. If people don't wake up, guess what? This is going to happen. So unless we do something about it, and how we do something about it is share videos like this with other people. That's it. That's it. And it's free to share. With that being said, this your boy Unapologetic Truth. The channel where we speak the truth and don't apologize for it. Why? Because the truth never apologizes. I'm out.